Yes! Welcome into Sportsbook 2.0. Betting Insight today, Pauly and Teddy. Friday the 13th. Be careful out there. Western Conference Playoff Preview Edition. Can't wait. We have the updated future odds and the series prices. And we'll get to, we'll turn the shot clock on as well. We think there's some value with one particular team. Play of the day as well. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. We'll go rapid fire. We got a lot to get to in the West. Cubs took money again. They're struggling. They were $1.60 up to $1.80. The Pirates are a better team. They're on fire. Remember at William Hill, $150,000 bet on their win total under. That fella's sweating right now. And the Rockies Nats over from 8 to 9, and it fell 6 in a low-scoring game.
Sure. I mean, when we talk about bad bets, the number one thing we look for is the market moves one way and the results go the other way. So here are the Cubs taking all this money. And Chicago, I mean, they've been a really bad bet in early season MLB. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Right now, forget the season-long anything. Right now, Cubs can't be minus 180 against the Pirates. The Pirates are the better team. Same story with that Rockies-Nationals over. Chad Bettis, a guy who the markets really don't have a lot of respect for. Lo and behold, 2-0 with a 2.04 ERA. Betting markets got that total dead wrong.
Split decision. You got to bet the Angels every day. They're on fire. They're 11-3. Ohtani with a bases clearing triple. They went from 117 to 150. They're a cheap price again today. The total was bet up from 9 to 10, and that didn't get there in that one. But the Angels are a fun story, and Ohtani goes Sunday.
Yeah, he sure does. And the Angels, again, talking to bookmakers and bettors around Vegas. You want to talk about a bandwagon team that people are real interested real early in April. The Angels certainly have that feel. As you mentioned, huge move towards LA yesterday. More than 30 cents towards the Angels, and that was never in doubt. Of course, 7 runs, 15 hits. The move towards the over wasn't necessarily wrong, but the Royals can't score right now. They did not contribute offensively.
How about Ohtani, 100-1 down to 8-1 to win the MVP? Absolutely. Bad for the books. Major steam on the Indians, 175 up to 220, and the over 7.5 to 8.5. They roughed up the Tigers. Twins, 175 up to 230, shut out the White Sox. Barrios does it again, 4-0 Twinkies.
Sure. This Cleveland, the Tribe offense hasn't really produced. It's been bad weather. There have been some hot pitchers, but at some point they were going to break out. We saw that yesterday with Cleveland and the over taking the money. Cleveland and the over getting the money, an easy blowout win there. And you're right. Barrios not a guy who we're going to find a whole lot of value with moving forward. The market's white hot on this guy, deservedly so. Another gem in yesterday's outing against the White Sox.
Cardinals, $1.25 up to 145 in the total from 9 to 9.5. The Reds bullpen gave up a 9 spot. Unbelievable. Easy win for the Cardinals. Reds are 2-10. Horrible.
Yeah, this is one that was good for my pocket last night. And remember, this is a Cincinnati team that's been trying to manage their pitching staff, put together a very young staff 2 years ago and dealt with injuries. Last year, more of the same. Young staff dealt with injuries. Here it is, 2 years later, the starters still are struggling. The bullpen has been a gas can. It's going to be a long season ahead for that Reds pitching staff. Jose Martinez with 4 hits and 6 RBIs last night, the offensive star for St. Louis.
Giants 117 up to 143. They shut out the Padres, who had 1 hit, and it was by Clayton Richard, who was pinch hitting the 3rd inning. That was their only hit. How about that? I think it's the only time that's happened. I got to get that. I'll find the tweet. And in hockey, Nashville, major steam on the Predators. Best team in the league. They've won 11 in a row against Colorado. Trailed 2-1, but won 5-2. Covered the puck line from 240 to 280 in most shops, as high as 310 in Vegas. Easy win for the Predators.
We can call it the BABIP special last night for the Padres. San Fran only had 6 strikeouts of the 27 batters they retired, but every ball that San Diego hit seemed to be at somebody, except that Clayton Richard single. Bottom line, Giants took the money. Giants got the money. That another bad result for the books from Thursday night.
Padres had 1 hit yesterday. It was by Richard pinch hitting for starter Brian Mitchell. They're the only team in the modern era since 1900 to have their only hit in a game come from a pitcher pinch hitting. My God, how about that? Thanks to ESPN Stats and Info. The 4 major leagues getting together here. What'd you think of some of these absurd quotes here with integrity fee and mainstream? And we got to worry about the players if sports betting legalized. Oh, no. Nevada's been a watchdog for 40 years. The NBA had a crooked ref, but they want to say, yeah, we want an integrity fee to police this.
Well, this is the beauty of it. What you're seeing here, okay, everybody is seeing the revenue stream that the potential legalization of sports betting is going to offer. And everybody's trying to get their little fingers into the pot. Here, let me get. So what we've seen is the players' associations from the NFL, from the NHL, from the NBA, and from Major League Baseball. They're saying, we got to get a cut too. Leagues get a cut. We got to get a cut. So the beauty of it, and if you read I'm not going to go through and read the whole deal that they have here, but the one phrase I do want to point out, we're talking about gambling becoming mainstream. Let's call it the official Sportsbit LOL, becoming mainstream. Who do you think has been watching these games all these years, increasing the TV ratings and putting money in their pocket? Give you a hint. Yeah. It's the gamblers. It's been the gamblers. It's not becoming mainstream. It already is mainstream. Anyhow, bottom line, these guys are trying to get more money, which is not good for bettors. Everyone's trying to stick their finger in the pot.
Oh, it's good for the bookmakers and the guys, because it's going to be hard to find $1.10, $1.20. It's going to be hard to find if everyone has their hand out. Up next, Western Conference Playoff Preview, Mega Edition, coming up next on Sportsbit. Betting Insight today on SBRpicks.com.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.